Welcome to my video series on what it's like to learn the Woovebox. The images you're seeing in the background, as usual, are where I took the Woovebox yesterday. And in this video, I'm just going to sort of walk you through where I'm at with some of the sounds that I'm making and the beginnings of starting to assemble something like a song out of the various tracks. So I'm going to walk through the different sounds and then what it's like put together. And that's, of course, what we're hearing in the background. So where I'm at with my education, right now I'm still not clear on what information is stored in tracks, what information is stored in fragments, and how to control those stuff. Oh, in the image in the background, a little bit of trivia. That line is a shadow from a post I'm sitting next to. The other post is the transmission tower for our little local radio station. Yeah, it's really pretty beautiful place out here. So yeah, I'm not clear on what's stored where, and as a result, one of the things I can't figure out how to do is to change the volume of the separate tracks when I assemble a song. When I create fragments, I don't know how to balance the sound from one fragment to the next, how to fade from one to the next. Oh yeah, here's one of the reasons I go off into the landscape. Birds and beauty. So yeah, let me transition over and walk you through some of these tracks, some of the sounds that I'm getting, and yeah, let's see where we're at. All right, so let me go back into the first pattern of this sequence. This is the chord track. Oh, let's go ahead and solo that so we can hear just the chord track. And one of the things I've made pretty heavy use of in some of the promotional stuff you'll see out there, you'll hear Evo, the developer, talk about how you don't need to know music theory to use this device. And if I squish my brain, I can get some music theory out of it. I did study it. It's not at the top of my mind, but that's true, what he says. So one of the things you can do in a sequence, you can go in and tell it what type of chord to use. So the inversion here is the root chord. Next one also is the second inversion in pattern 2. Here it's the third inversion, and I know what that means, but I don't want to have to think about which notes belong in an inverted chord. So I just go through, and as I create the different sequences, I almost randomly use the different inversions that are in those menus to give me some variety in my chords as the chord track plays through. So onto the bass track, solo that one. So this is the bass sound that I've made, and it's not a bass sound. I'm just sticking it into the bass category. And to get it to sort of twinkle in and out like this, I've got randomness in the play mode for each step. So I've told it to only play 25% of the time, and it gives you the sort of twinkly effect. So the next track is this one, which I call Robots Talking. And this track just has some strange sounds with some pitch LFOs on it to make it move up and down. I've got it set to scale mode, so you can hear it sort of stopping on the notes of the scale. And this next track I'm not actually using in the finished song. I don't remember what my goal was there, but this one I am. And again with pitch LFO, with some snapping on it, some quantization to give you this sort of sparkly top effect. And then the last one is this one, which is like an organ with some wind that comes in afterwards. Alright, so I'll go back into song mode, and I'm going to turn my mic down and just let this song play through and let you hear sort of what these things sound like together, sort of the skeleton of a song. And yeah, that'll take about 3 minutes, and that'll be the end of the video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll keep coming back and keeping you up to date as I learn this thing. Oh, I didn't tell you, it's Thursday of week 2, so I've had the Woovebox since last Monday. That makes 11 days. Yeah, it's not so bad. Progress learning a device from scratch, bearing in mind that I've never used a sequencer. All of this stuff is brand new to me. So from the ground up, in just a week and a half, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.